The Ka-226 in 2025 feels less like a traditional helicopter update and more like a full model refresh in the automotive world, where a familiar platform gets refined, modernized, and quietly prepared for a longer life on very different roads. When people first look at the Ka-226, they often see it as a light utility machine, simple and compact. But the 2025 update shows how this helicopter has evolved into something far more adaptable, reliable, and mission-ready, while still keeping the core character that made it popular in the first place. At its heart, the Ka-226 remains true to the KMF philosophy. The coaxial rotor system is still the signature feature, like a brand's iconic grille or logo that never disappears no matter how many generations pass. In 2025, this system has been further refined with improved rotor blade materials and updated control software. The result is smoother handling, reduced vibration, and more precise control, especially in hover. For pilots, this feels like upgrading from an older manual steering system to a modern electric-assisted setup, the same feedback, but with far less effort and more confidence in tight situations. One of the most important updates in 2025 is reliability. KMF and its partners have clearly focused on making the Ka-226 easier to operate in harsh conditions and simpler to maintain over long service periods. Improved corrosion protection, upgraded wiring harnesses, and more durable components mean the helicopter can handle extreme cold, heat, dust, and humidity more effectively. This is particularly important for operators who use the Ka-226 in mountainous regions, coastal environments, or remote areas where maintenance infrastructure is limited. In car terms, it's like extending service intervals while also making the engine tougher and more tolerant of poor road conditions. The modular design remains one of the Ka-226's strongest selling points, and in 2025 it feels more refined and practical than ever. The interchangeable mission modules can be swapped quickly, allowing the same airframe to perform passenger transport, medical evacuation, cargo delivery, surveillance, or utility tasks. The mounting system has been improved for faster changeover and better structural integration, reducing vibration and noise inside the cabin. For operators, this is like owning a single vehicle that can transform from a people carrier into a cargo van or emergency response unit in a matter of hours, without compromising comfort or safety. Inside the cockpit, the 2025 Ka-226 update brings a noticeable shift toward digital integration. The avionics suite has been modernized with updated multifunction displays, improved navigation systems, and better integration of communication and flight management tools. Pilots now benefit from clearer situational awareness, more intuitive interfaces, and enhanced safety features such as terrain awareness and improved autopilot functions. While the Ka-226 is not meant to be a high-end luxury helicopter, the cockpit now feels more like a modern dashboard rather than an older analog cluster, making training easier and reducing pilot workload during complex missions. Power plant options continue to be a key discussion point around the Ka-226. In 2025, the focus is on improved efficiency, reliability, and supply flexibility. Engine management systems have been updated to deliver smoother power response and better fuel economy, particularly during hover and low-speed operations. This matters a lot for missions such as search and rescue or medical evacuation, where the helicopter may spend long periods hovering or operating at low altitude. In automotive terms, it's like tuning an engine for better torque delivery at low speeds rather than chasing top-end performance numbers. Performance figures for the 2025 Ka-226 show steady improvements rather than dramatic leaps. Maximum takeoff weight, payload capacity, and range have been optimized through small but meaningful refinements. Weight reduction in certain components allows operators to carry slightly more payload or fuel, depending on mission needs. High-altitude performance has also been improved, making the helicopter more capable in mountainous terrain where air density is lower. This makes the Ka-226 especially attractive for countries and organizations operating in regions with challenging geography. Passenger comfort has not been ignored in the 2025 update. The cabin has received better sound insulation, improved climate control, and more ergonomic seating options depending on configuration. While this helicopter is primarily a utility platform, these changes make a real difference during longer flights or frequent daily operations. Reduced noise and vibration not only improve comfort but also reduce fatigue for both crew and passengers. In the car update analogy, it's the difference between a basic work vehicle and one that, while still rugged, doesn't punish you on every drive. From a safety perspective, the Ka-226 in 2025 benefits from incremental but important upgrades: improved crash-worthy seating, enhanced fuel system protection, and better emergency flotation options for maritime operations contribute to a higher overall safety standard. The coaxial rotor system already provides excellent stability and redundancy, and these updates build on that foundation. Operators looking for a dependable platform for critical missions will see these improvements as a strong reason to continue investing in the Ka-226 line. Operational flexibility is where the Ka-226 truly shines, and the 2025 update reinforces this strength. The helicopter can operate from confined areas, unprepared surfaces, and even ship decks with relative ease. Its compact size and excellent maneuverability make it ideal for urban environments, mountainous regions, and offshore operations. In many ways, it's like a compact SUV that can squeeze into tight parking spaces but still handle rough terrain when needed. Another key focus for 2025 is life cycle cost. KMAV has clearly worked on reducing operating expenses through improved component durability, easier access for maintenance, and more standardized parts. Digital maintenance tracking and diagnostics help operators monitor the health of the aircraft more effectively, reducing unexpected downtime. For fleet operators, this is a major advantage, as predictable costs and high availability often matter more than headline performance figures. The Ka-226's role in medical and emergency services has grown steadily, and the 2025 update supports this trend. The Medevac module now offers better interior layout options, improved lighting, and more efficient power supply for medical equipment. Faster module installation means helicopters can be reconfigured quickly in response to emergencies. This adaptability makes the Ka-226 a valuable asset for civil authorities and disaster response organizations, where time and flexibility are critical. In terms of military and security roles, the Ka-226 in 2025 continues to position itself as a light, versatile platform rather than a heavily armed combat helicopter. Surveillance, liaison, training, and light utility missions are where it fits best. Improved communication systems and sensor integration allow it to operate more effectively in networked environments, sharing information with ground units or other aircraft. This is similar to how modern vehicles are increasingly connected, becoming part of a larger system rather than standalone machines. The export potential of the Ka-226 remains strong in 2025, particularly for countries looking for a cost-effective, multi-role helicopter with proven design and manageable operating requirements. The updated version addresses many of the concerns raised by earlier operators, especially in terms of maintenance and avionics modernization. For new customers, the 2025 model feels less like an older design being kept alive and more like a mature platform that has been carefully updated to remain relevant. From a training perspective, the updated avionics and improved handling characteristics make the Ka-226 easier to transition into for new pilots. Simulation support and digital training tools have also been expanded, helping operators reduce training costs and improve safety. This is comparable to how modern cars now include driver assistance systems that make learning and daily driving less stressful. The environmental aspect is also becoming more important, and while helicopters are not typically associated with eco-friendly operation, The 2025 Ka-226 makes progress in this area. Improved fuel efficiency, reduced emissions through better engine management, and lower noise footprint all contribute to a more acceptable presence, especially in urban and environmentally sensitive areas. These changes may not grab headlines, but they matter increasingly to regulators and operators alike. What makes the 2025 Ka-226 update interesting is that it doesn't try to reinvent the helicopter. Instead, it focuses on polishing every aspect of the existing design, addressing real-world feedback, and aligning the platform with modern operational expectations. This approach is very similar to a well-executed car facelift, where the brand understands that the core product is solid and simply needs refinement rather than radical change. For longtime observers of the Ka-226, the 2025 version represents a point of maturity. The helicopter feels confident in its role, no longer experimental or transitional, but fully established as a dependable, flexible solution. It may not be the fastest, the most powerful, or the most luxurious option on the market, but it excels in balance, adaptability, and practicality. In the end, the Ka-226 in 2025 is about smart evolution. It shows how a light utility helicopter can stay relevant through thoughtful updates, attention to operator needs, and a clear understanding of its strengths. Just like a successful car model that continues to sell well generation after generation, the Ka-226 proves that consistency, combined with steady improvement, can be just as powerful as bold innovation. For operators, pilots, and organizations looking for a reliable, versatile platform, the 2025 Ka-226 stands as a refined and confident update, ready to handle a wide range of missions in a rapidly changing world.